Hey everyone, how's it going? Happy Monday. How was your weekend? I watched a lot of anime this weekend. What did I do this weekend? I watched a lot of anime. That's about it. No, I also edited some videos and I came up with a new video idea. So I'm gonna be filming that at some point this week. Another thing is I finally finished the course I was trying to make for like the past like 3 months now, I guess. Finally finished. So I'm really happy about that. For me, the color, it's kind of weird. There. I think that should be better. Demontles, how are you doing? Maya, good morning. You spent the weekend watching Drag Race. What is Drag Race? I'm looking it up right now. Oh, reality TV. Cool. It's American reality competitive television series. America's Next Drag Superstar. Cool. I haven't watched it before. Hey Aya. Hey Farhan, Jasmine. Yeah, America's Next Top Model, but with drag queens. Young, Sunil. Thanks. Luke. Good morning. Sounds like you had a productive weekend. I had a pretty lazy weekend. I replayed a game called The Last of Us. Oh yeah, I hear people talking about The Last of Us a lot. I look that up too. The Last of Us. It's I think it's like what is it again? Is it an action adventure game? Okay. Cool. Oh, who is it that recommended me watch ReZero? I'm sorry, I'm really terrible with names. But I started watching ReZero. It's really good. Oh my god. It's really good. I think I like totally binge watched it a little bit last night. So I wasn't super productive either. Oh well, that's okay, right? That's the weekend, but now I feel very refreshed and ready to go this week. Hey March, how's it going? Lonely Seer, Cork and Kaya, Sujit, how are you going? What are you gonna study? I'm gonna be studying stock stuff. So, I'm gonna be studying, let me see, investing in stocks, the complete course. It's just like an overview, just so I understand what the terms mean, and then I'm gonna start trading. Yep. What about you guys? What are you studying today? Sebi, am I the only one who was watching Tom and Jerry? Oh, like the cat and the mouse. I used to watch Tom and Jerry when I was little. Not so much anymore, isn't it? It's Cartoon Network, right? Yeah. I that was back when I everything was still like on real TV. I haven't actually watched TV proper like a television for a really long time. Can you? I bet you can probably like watch it on YouTube or something now. Shatnu, how's it going? Hey Trong, Robert. Yeah, my weekend was good. My weekend was good. Very relaxing. Sunil, Christian, Tina putting out a lot of content recently. Nice one on the Google search. Yeah, I'm really glad you enjoyed it. That was also my first live. I was like, don't tell anyone. I was super nervous. I was like literally shaking in fear when I started. But after a few minutes, it started becoming really fun. Yeah, I really like going live. I love interacting with you guys. I might go live again this week. Okay, here's the thing. the when I go when I make videos, it takes me like 10 hours to actually get a video out and like, throughout the entire week. But when I go live, it just gives me so much more opportunity to be able to push out, like I'm able to get more content out, and I'm also able to, it's like a lot more fun than just making videos by myself. Hey beep beep. Hello. Suji, you're learning pandas now. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, beep beep. Shall we get started? All right, let me get my iPad thing. Tanish, any tips for getting referrals for internships? If you straight out ask people, they probably won't give you one. That's the thing. That's the thing with relationships in general. It's you gotta start building them early on. Like, start asking people early on, like people that work at different tech companies, and try to be sincere about it. But I honestly feel like it's not that big of a deal if you don't have a referral for internship. Like for my internship, my full time, I had referrals for some of them I didn't, but the only interview that I actually got were the ones that I didn't have a referral for. I didn't get the interview anyway, so I don't think it's that big of a deal if you don't have one. All right, let's get started. Hey Ned, how's it going? How's it going? First Pomodoro. Did you guys see Beep Beep? He literally had like an aneurysm. Okay, you guys saw that. Uh, yeah. What's the fur? Oh, the red thing over there. Where is it? Over there? Yeah, it's his feather. Um, you can see it now. Yeah, that's his feather. He really likes feather toys. I think he's actually jealous. That's what it is. Because after I got the dog, he Beep Beep got so jealous whenever I play with the dog instead of him, and he would just like jump on the lap and try to tease the dog. So I think he's just a little bit jealous these days. Oh, let me change my screen thing. I think you guys can't actually see my screen anymore, right? When I am doing the Udemy class. I think previously before you were able to see my screen, but they might have just changed something so they don't allow you to stream things that are paid anymore. Like Netflix has always done that, but I guess like now you can't do that for Udemy either. Sad. Well, you just have to use your imagination that I am in fact studying. Um, Username. The cat does not play with it. He does play with it. He just doesn't feel like playing with it right now. He just feels like jumping on my lap and freaking out. That's what he feels like doing now. He actually scratched me. I have like 2 scratches on my thighs now. Again, my legs are just covered with scratches at this point. Yes. Java, what am I studying? Yeah, I'm studying investing. Like I'm trying to learn how to trade and invest better. Um, yeah, I am out of school though. I am out of school. Enrique, yeah, Beep Beep was going ham. I know. He was just like freaking out. Oh my God. Now he's like playing with, I don't even know what he's playing with a piece of paper on the floor now. Okay, maybe he just ate it. Okay, well, I hope you didn't eat that. Um, Sabi renamed the stream to Struggling to Study Feet Beep Beep. I totally should. You know, maybe one day when Baba is old enough, the dog, I'll bring the puppy and also Beep Beep's sister, Boop, over as well. And then you'll see like 3 pets just running around and freaking out. Yeah. Boop would just be screaming at the door. She'll just be like crying and squealing because she wants to go home. And then Baba would probably just be like running around chasing Beep Beep. And then, I don't know, like poop on the floor or something. By the way, I still can't potty train my dog. It's been like a week now. They said that you should be able to potty or train your dog within a week, but I don't know how. I think I might just be a very inexperienced owner. Like I try to potty train him and sometimes he goes, but then sometimes he doesn't. And I try using like positive reinforcement in the beginning when he does go, but that doesn't prevent him from not going on the floor. And then I try using negative reinforcement when I tap him on the nose, but he doesn't care. He literally doesn't care if you tap him. And like even if you like hit his butt or something, he just doesn't care. Negative reinforcement doesn't work on him. I don't know what to do. He still just like poops on the floor all the time. Hey Bobcat Didi. Can you see me on Discord? It says here that my camera is still loading. But I have like my webcam in front of me. I don't know why. Hopefully you can see me. Chris, you can see my screen? Oh, okay, so you can see like the investing course screen, right? Can you? Because I thought I kind of checked in the middle. It looked like you can only see a black screen because they wouldn't let me stream anymore. I don't know. For me, when I'm scrolling back through the stream, it looks like a black screen to me. So maybe you guys can see it and I can't. Yeah, I'm not sure. Risharaj, hey Mod, thanks for joining. Maybe BB likes paper. He likes everything. He likes his like feather toy. He likes balls. He likes to play fetch, but the part of fetch where you only throw the ball and he doesn't bring it back to you. I have not managed to get him to bring it back, but he likes it when you throw the ball, he goes after it. Yeah, this is you want to hear my master plan? When ball ball is big enough, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna all because there's three of them. I would throw the ball and everybody chases after it, but ball ball brings it back to me so then I can throw it again. I think that's the plan. Where else? It's like I throw it and then I have to go get it and then I throw it again and I go and get it again. Yep. Chris. Hey, how's it going? Um, who? Beep Beep or Bubble? I've had Beep Beep for a year and a half now. Yeah, Beep Beep is almost two. Yeah. Bubble I've had for like a week now, maybe 2 weeks. A week? 2 weeks? I don't even know. He's 8 weeks old now. I think about a week. It feels like a lot longer, but I think it's only been about like a week or so. Enrique, have I tried going to a dog trainer? I asked the vet when I took him there, if about going to a dog trainer and just like doggy daycare, and they said that we shouldn't, like I shouldn't bring him in until he gets all his vaccinations because he's still too little. He still needs a few more vaccinations, so I'm still waiting for that. Oh, you guys can see my screen? Oh, okay. So like it's like sometimes it's black, but other times you can see it. Okay, cool. Well, I guess that's better than just seeing a black screen. Okay, yeah, because when I check in the middle of the stream, I just see a black screen, but it's good that you guys can still see it. Um, Bobcat Didi, you can see where online. You can't see my camera. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why my camera is not working today. Technological difficulties. I have so many technological difficulties. It's like, how can I be working in tech? And me and my audio trouble as well. I have so much audio problems. Um, Sod, is Beep Beep the future data scientist? Yeah, I think he is. I think he's becoming a better data scientist as he looks at my screen and learns. Risharaj, when we can either see the black screen or the Udemy video is paused. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't pause the video very often, so it might just like be turning on and off. Enrique, you remember how you had trouble with potty and other things, and we had a trainer come in and help. Okay, so is it just like a personal kind of trainer? Maybe I'll try to look that up. Like if there's, I was finding like training camps or like doggy daycares that would also train the dogs, but I haven't looked at hiring a personal trainer yet. I might look into that. On, yeah, I'll look into that. Oh, let's see. Rishraj, beep beep. Beep beep and boop. Oh no, did you hear him squeal? Beep beep, are you saying beep beep? Um, Abdul, do I prefer working with music or without music? I don't work with music. The music is for your benefit only. Yeah, you guys asked me to have music in my live stream, so I just found some lo-fi. I personally don't use any music when I'm studying. Sometimes like if I'm coding, I would play some music. Usually I don't know, some sort of lo-fi as well. If I'm just coding, or if I get really tired, like I would listen to music when I'm tired to motivate myself. There's like some music I like listening to metal a lot of times, where like chorus music sometimes, because I find it like very invigorating and I feel motivated afterwards. Let's see. Chris, have you checked YouTube tutorials on dog training? Yeah, I have. That's how I was trying to do positive and negative reinforcement. Um, but I think what it might be is like the dog can sense that I don't actually know what I'm doing, and so he doesn't listen to me. I have looked at a bunch of different videos previously as well. But if you know any, maybe you can send me some that I haven't seen. All right, next Pomodoro. Good boy. All right, let's go. Cool. How is everyone studying? I hope you don't mind if I do some active recall because I didn't finish my active recall before moving forward. So let me do that now. Okay, let's see. So I went through, he was just covering through a bunch of different trading strategies. There's the buy and hold strategy, there's the active trading, growth stock investing, as well as income stock, value investing, GARP, and technical analysis charting. And then it went through a series of other ones like dogs of the Dow, dividend aristocrats, and darts. So went over a bunch of different strategies, kind of ranging between quantitative and qualitative versus, and there's also the holding type as well as the type that's much more active. Cool. I try to do some sort of active recall at the end of every 15-minute Pomodoro because that really helps me remember all the things that I went through at that time when it's a very memory intensive kind of course. How was you guys? How was the study session for you guys? What'd you get through? You can also write down your active recall if you did some something that was memorization heavy as well. It's a good habit to get into. Lucrid, you made a lame hand input MNIST predictor. Why is it lame? Oh, bye Sebi, you left a while ago. I'm studying stock stuff. I can give you guys the link to it. It's an older course, but you know, it's like what I always say in general. If you're choosing a course to get like the basic amount of information, it really doesn't matter that much what kind of information, like where you're getting that information from, because learning is so democratized these days and there's so many good courses available. It's more about just learning it from somewhere and then applying something that you learn as fast as possible, like really get to the actually doing stuff part, and that's how you learn a lot more. So the course that I'm doing is this one. Let me just pin that. Luke, you worked a little on the Google data cert, doing a quiz right now. Cool. Cool. Sharishman, you just got back on your first day of 42 Piscine free coding school? Okay. I'm not sure what that exactly means. But I do know free coding school is supposed to be pretty good that people looked into. I mean, just buy Tesla and hold. Well, that's the strategy, is a buy and hold strategy. I think, okay, so from all the strategies that they've kind of covered so far, I'm probably going to lean towards, I want to say like the more technical side of things, just because that's where my expertise, I guess, lies. I since I'm a data scientist, I should probably use my skill set in some fashion. Probably. Bobcat Didi, you're making a portfolio. Just finished the 11th page. Wow. How long is your portfolio? Are you doing it online or is it like a resume style portfolio? That's pretty cool. 11 pages of portfolio. That means you must have done a lot of projects. Risharaj, it's a nice idea to do active recall. Yeah, I try to always do active recall. When I was doing pharmacology, like active recall pretty much saved my life because we would go through like 50 drugs and drug pathways, and because I'm procrastinate so much, I would have to do that within like 2 days before the exam. But if I do active recall after I go through it, I can usually go through the exams and stuff pretty well. And surprisingly, I do retain the information pretty well as well. I can still remember most of these pathways even to this day. Is Beep Beep a boy or a girl? He's a boy. Beep Beep is a boy. Boop is a girl though. Boop is his sister. Isn't Tesla a bubble? Luke, interesting topic to study on DS. Yeah, I think you can find a lot of data scientists, people eventually going into the market. It's pretty common. Even like honestly, even in tech, it's just like it's pretty common just as you get older as well, to start going into trading and investing and things like that. And it's about time that I got more interested in this kind of stuff. Currently, I'm just like depending on not very good analyses in order to invest in things. Um, Dogecoin. Robin, have you ever used Anaconda or Jupyter Notebook? Yep, I've used both. Anaconda is more like a package though. I did have Anaconda installed, but it's more of just like a way of like packaging things as opposed to anything in particular. I think at least. Maybe there's like some benefits of Anaconda I wasn't aware of. But Jupyter Notebook, yeah. I actually do most of. So now I migrated more towards like Colab, Google Colab to do stuff. But it's very like Jupyter Notebook based. And before, previously, I did use Jupyter Notebooks. Abhinav, great to see you too. Are you able to study productively this way? Yeah, I assume by this way you mean like active recall as well as just more like study sessions. But like study sessions, I think is really great because studying with you guys motivates me, whereas I probably won't do it. Like I not probably won't do it, I definitely won't do it. And active recall, yeah, I have like a specific system that I've developed when I was in college doing pharmacology, like pre-med stuff, when it comes to just like studying information heavy tech stuff. And then I also have like a general formula of studying, which just involves breadth first as opposed to depth. And then just doing projects in this case, if it because I'm learning about stocks and I mean learn about options trading at some point, like being able to like start applying the things that I learn. And over time, it's a pretty good strategy. Very like research backed strategy. So I actually did do a lot of research into this strategy of studying most efficiently as possible. Farhan, have I listened to Forex trading? No, not really. I do know that the problem with Forex, like there's not really arbitrage opportunity left. That's what I hear at least from all my hedge fund friends. Like they don't really like doing Forex because it's I mean they like doing it in terms of their companies and stuff because they have a lot of advantage there, but in terms of retail trading, apparently Forex is not supposed to be very good. I don't know. Let me know. I haven't looked into it personally myself. I'm like relying purely on whatever people have told me. So, um, let me know what you think because I am trying my best to ignore what people are just saying these days, like, oh, let's just buy GME, AMC to the moon, which is totally fine if you're into that kind of stuff. That's totally fine. But for me personally, I don't really like doing things unless I looked into it pretty well myself, and just like understanding how things work myself. So yeah, I think I would probably look into all these different things quite properly before doing anything outside of just very low risk investing. Um, Bobcat DD, these days you can learn from multiple courses. The problem is that they sometimes use different terms, so I get confused. Yeah, I totally get that. I really get that, especially when it comes to like more technical stuff. I guess I also notice in finance, like people use different terms a lot. I guess it's just annoying. Like the good news is that if you don't know a term, you guess you can just Google it, and usually you'll figure it out at some point, although it's definitely annoying. Um, Luke Kid, I can do 9 to 14 hour stretches, but if I stop to shower and eat, it take a long while to get back in. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, when I was in college, I used to do like really long stretches of studying as well. Um, but yeah, I definitely like see that. It's like you kind of get in the zone, right? And then when you come back, you don't want to study as much. I wish that I could study still in those long stretches. It was nice like being able to focus so exclusively on doing something that I was interested in, but sadly I do work now, so can't 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 do that anymore. Um, Babka DD, the portfolio has to be online, especially insurance analysis on a business. It's a project with 3 other people who don't do anything. Well, there you go. It's the classic case of group work where nobody does anything and it's just one person. It's funny because if you have a group project, you'll realize the person who ends up doing all the work is the person who actually cares usually about the grade the most, and everybody else just kind of coasts. That's sad. Yeah. Mm, Maya, you're working on an Excel spreadsheet quiz. Cool. Cool. For a data analyst certificate. Connor, you're trying to create a program to match customer PDF orders in the input/stock part of their website so they don't have to be done manually. Very cool. Is this a passion project or is it for like a specific business that you're doing? Risharaj, you're going through the data analyst with Python from the free code camp and planning to take the Google data cert as well. Cool. Data analyst with Python. Yeah, I heard some pretty good things about that from free code camp. I haven't looked into it myself though. Prawn, I guess a lot of data scientists use an IDE while having a workflow through a data pipeline. Notebooks, I guess, primarily used for visualization and stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's also really different depending on a company. Like I'm saying I use notebooks in my personal data science activities, I guess. Like if you're at specific companies, they have like different preferences, which you usually just migrate towards because all the proprietary like infrastructure and things like that are all based upon it's like based in a certain way so that it's easier to do things a certain way. But I think in general, have an ID. I usually use notebooks personally because I find that the problem when you're coding for data science stuff, you're constantly like changing things and constantly doing like making changes and running it. If you're doing it with an IDE, then you have to like rerun everything, right? To actually get through whatever it is that you changed. And that could be annoying and take a long time. So that's the major benefit of notebooks, in my opinion. So Jaya, hey, how's it going? For Han, I would definitely recommend researching in Forex, more volatile than stock market and available 24 hours during weekdays since it's currencies and there are different time zones. Okay. For Forex trading, it's more volatile than stock market and is available 24 hours during weekdays. That's true. That's true. Have you done a lot of Farhan, have you done a lot of Forex trading yourself? And are you usually are you like a technical? I don't know. What's the technical analysis version for Forex? Like how is there like a specific skill set in which people do to do Forex, or is it similar to how people do stock market stuff? Connor McPhee making my life easier project. That is the best kind of project. Seriously, I'm so happy that you're doing that. It's the best kind of project. That's the kind of project where you actually have motivation to do it because it has a certain result. And also you get the benefit of actually making your life easier. That's awesome. It's awesome. Pran, well, at the end of the day, we need to get the job done somehow. Yeah, I mean, as long as you get the thing done. People have different preferences, right? As long as you do the thing that you're supposed to do, that works for you. Um, Alex, just do it in Vim. Are you one of those like purist people? I like just do everything in Vim. When I was doing research before, there was like a time where I actually did do everything in Vim, because I was going into this cluster of I can't talk to them. It would be like a Linux cluster where you do run computations that are more expensive, and then they didn't have a UI. So I would just do everything in Vim at that time. I don't think it was the best though. It wasn't the best because it was annoying. You have to like keep rerunning things over and over again. I do like the notebook style these days. Um, Alex, if I'm looking for ARB opportunities in FX, look at Bellman-Ford algorithm. Wait, Bellman-Ford algorithm. Isn't that isn't that a search algorithm? I swear this is a search algorithm. Oh yeah, it is. Wait, are we talking about the same one? It's the one where it's a shortest path algorithm, right? I had to do that for my algo class when I was doing my master's. Um, why Bellman Ford? How does that relate to Forex trading? I'm curious now. Alex, no, but I recommend everyone to use Vim. Do as I say. No, I do. Oh, that's what I tell people that's what I tell people as well. Farhan, most people recommend price action trading in Forex, and I think this is true for stocks as well. Not to rely too much on technical indicators, as they all pretty much say the same thing. I feel like, okay, from at least like from so far, like what I've seen, with the stock market, if you're relying on some stuff that's like not technical analysis, it just seems like it's a lot of work collecting all this information about sentiment and just about like it's very like feeling based. That's kind of the sense that I'm getting. It's like hype based, feeling based. And on the technical side, it's just like you ignore that, and I guess people do like a combination as well. So I wonder if that's still an issue in forex. If you're doing forex, like, do you have to pay attention to huge influx of information that's coming in from people, or you think it's more just like big events that are happening, and it's more based upon like strategy, like a certain you're developing a strategy and not having to spend so much time just trying to gather information, often contradicting information. Yeah, let me know. I'm not sure. I don't know that much, as you can clearly see. Um, Luke, you had a Linux admin instructor who wrote the textbook for the course using Vim. Oh my God. Why? At least like as it sounds Vim, okay. I suppose. How do you put in if he's writing a textbook? How do he get like pictures and stuff though? Seems like very tedious. Um, Prawn, pretty cliche stuff as an interview. What are we talking about? Are we talking about IDs and stuff? Yeah, I don't doubt that. I haven't been asked anything about IDs personally, but I have heard other people being asked about it. Alex, you're going to find price discrepancies between different currency pairs. Connor Blackshaw's model, the GOAT of models. Yeah, I keep hearing about that from people. Like the Black-Scholes model for options pricing, the Black-Scholes model for like doing everything. Apparently, you just do Black-Scholes with everything. Is that what it is? Um, so Alex, like how don't rely on TA and analyze stock fundamentals in relation to their pair group sectors and take positions of that social arbitrage. That would be the most efficient in retail trading. I don't know what that means. I'll look into that though. Thanks for letting me know about that. I'll do some research on what you said. Robert, macroeconomics guy, know how money moves around the world, so forex advice would come from them. Okay, I see. Then have you looked into automated sentiment analysis of tweets, etc. for trading? I have. I mean, I've done like trading bots just for fun. I wasn't particularly interested in making money off it in terms of sentiment analysis wise. You know what? I haven't actually seen any like actual demonstrations of using tweet analysis that have made money. I do know that Renaissance, for example, does have that as a really big trading strategy that they do. So like I'm sure that it works. I just haven't heard of anyone having actually done that from a retail perspective. I maybe you just hire, but like it seems like the hedge funds just go hire a bunch of NLP researchers or PhDs just to go make models in terms of sentiment. Alex, if you're writing in LaTeX, you can easily do it on Vim though. Yo, I don't LaTeX is I don't like LaTeX. I really don't like the brackets and stuff. Like that's that part about LaTeX really annoyed me. I had to do LaTeX for discrete math class that I had and also I used it for my resume before. Vim, I think is just a huge learning curve. It's very powerful though. Prawn. Oh, you mean Bellman Ford? Yeah. Right. Bellman Ford. They do. Yeah, they ask you about shortest distance, but I thought Bellman Ford was being referenced to forex trading, so I didn't know what you were referring to, or maybe it was someone else that was saying Bellman Ford, like what they were referring to in terms of forex trading and Bellman Ford shortest path. Although I can kind of see that if you're looking at currency pairs, you're trying to find a shortest path. But isn't that considered arbitrage though? Like, is that still like a thing? I just keep hearing from hedge fund people that arbitrage is like not really a thing anymore in forex. Farhan, I don't think you have to consume a lot of information other than certain times when some financial news will really affect the price, which usually is scheduled beforehand and there are calendars, which let you know about news and conferences. Okay, so you don't consume a lot of information. So when you're saying like you're comparing like pairs of stocks or like, Forex currencies and stuff, how like what is your comparison point? Like how do you compare them if you're not consuming information about them? Or do you mean like from just a technical perspective you're comparing them? Um, Alex, the Black-Scholes model is a framework after you can improve on it by developing different risk, volatility, interest compounds. For sure, chat is awesome. Learning a lot of stuff here. Awesome. I'm glad. Oh, did I? So, okay, here's the. Okay, wait, no. Should I be talking about it? I feel like I should. Okay. Let's just say on the channel, I think you'll be seeing more like financy, like trading related stuff coming up. Yeah, I'm not gonna say too much about it right now because I don't want to be saying things that is not like super determined yet. But yeah, I'm planning to do like because I'm interested in this field, so I'm planning to look more into it, and you might see like some analyses or things that are more related to that. I hope people are interested. I hope they just. I know that most people watch my channel for just data science or tech career advice, so I hope they're not like dissuaded if I start looking into like the stock market or trading and stuff. The Black-Scholes model, Alex, I got distracted. Yeah, I just hear like you literally just use Black-Scholes for everything. You do everything with Black-Scholes. Farhan, price action is mainly just analysis, analyzing the chart and candles and seeing what they tell you. So that is technical analysis, right? So you're just looking at technical analysis and comparing things between them. Okay. Wait, Farhan, just like scrolling up, you said most people recommend price action trading in Forex, and I think that is true for stocks as well, not to rely too much on technical indicators, as they all tell pretty much the same thing. So you're saying for price action trading, you're just looking at candle graphs, like you're not looking at indicators for it? Okay, I see. That makes sense. Okay. I'm gonna write that down. I need to look into this price action. By the way, Farhan, have you been trading Forex for a really long time? Or just more recently, out of curiosity? Laudentia, would research assistant experience for health/medical data analytics lab at uni be useful for breaking into data roles? I'm interested in consumer internet, but can't find related internships. Yeah, I think so. I think especially if you're more of an entry level research assistant experience, like that's actually where I started off. I started off in bioinformatics. It's very interchangeable. Like data science as a field is nice because at a lower level, like at an entry level, it's very, very interchangeable. It's like you don't have to have so much industry knowledge in order to do data science per se. Yeah, I think that would be really good, and it would be driving a lot of impact. Connor, would you not have to improve on the equation by getting more accurate variables than redoing the Black-Scholes equation? Would you? I don't know. Alex, why don't you tell us? Spiral. Nice name. It's cute. Spiral. I think data science and stonks go hand in hand. Yeah. I think that's very, very true. Like at some point, I just think like people's interest in the stock market at some point increases, usually as age increases. But if you're doing data analysis, data science is like one of the best data sources that are out there is stock related, like market related stuff. So it makes sense. That's why I'm interested as well. Farhan, some candles will tell you that the market is very bullish, more buyers, so it might be a good time to buy, and other times you want to sell. And just do analysis on getting on different time frames as well. Okay. To get a bit bigger picture of where the market is going. I assume you're talking about the stock market and the Forex thing? The Forex as well? Wow, so much to learn. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to learn all these different things you're talking about. Bob Hadidi. In general, finance and DS go hand in hand. Yep. There's a lot of when I was at Goldman Sachs, it was essentially just like a lot of data, like data science people, I guess you call them strats, that were very it's like a very popular role in banks. The BSM is interesting in its current form because the closed form equation, when you expand it, you often lose the closed form and it becomes intense to reach an accurate approximation. When DS try their hands into finance, they should not forget to validate their underlying assumptions. They need a high level of comprehension of their models to make good decisions. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm actually just thinking like I know that people use like neural networks and such, like more like black box models for trading. Isn't that mean that you don't in fact have a very good understanding of how your model works then? I think Black-Scholes is closed form, so I need to look into this. I need to look into this. I'm like typing down the things that you guys are talking about. Thanks so much. I feel like I'm getting so educated just chatting with you guys, like at least learning what I don't know to look up later. Daniel, would you create a Discord chat for data science stonks and other cool stuff? Yeah, why not? Could you just like add admin in the Discord? If yeah, I will also like make note of it, but it would be really nice if you can add admin just in case I forget and somebody else can do it as well. I'll probably do it after this session, after I go out for my biking, which I will do in like 2 minutes. Um, Alex, yeah, otherwise you end up with a model you can't explain. With neural networks, you can define your inputs and essentially end up with a final selection stage to your model. Right, but that's a black box model, right? I think you're saying that if you don't understand your model very well, by being a black box model, it means that you don't exactly understand how it works, right? So is that problematic? Because you don't know why it ends up as the final selection stage in your model. Spyro, it's weird because I like trading data science psychology and they work well together. Cool. Yeah, well, I don't know if I like trading yet. Haven't really done much of it, but I do like data science and psychology. Yeah, if you join a Discord, I'll create a channel for it. We should chat about this more. Farhan, wait, Bamka Didi, I'm wondering are DS&D things you can do from your home because I have Asperger's and I really struggle in busy environments. Yes. I think yeah, data science and data analyst things you can so okay, let me phrase that as in there are certain positions where data science and data analysts they're expected to be more business aligned, but if you find a position that isn't like there are like a lot of positions that are not like very interactive and having a busy environment and such you're able to work at home pretty fine, especially since the way that the pandemic is heading now. There's going to be a lot of shifts in the way that companies work. So I wouldn't be doubtful at all if you find a job now and like maybe it's just fully remote as a data scientist or a data analyst. It's going to be much more common now. If you don't I don't know if you don't like interacting with other people where you just don't like it when there's like a lot of things that are going on. Because if you don't like it when there's a lot of things that are going on specifically and you want to be able to focus on something, like if you're choosing a more like model building, like back end kind of role with machine learning or something like that, you could pretty much spend your time doing like almost like research related stuff or like applying research into building models and you just get paid much better than if you're doing purely research and you actually like make more of an impact. So that might be something that you can look into. Um, in fact, when I was at Goldman Sachs, my role there was pretty much that. I was trying to build a anomaly predictor for liquidity at Goldman Sachs, and it was just like I was just trying to do like unsupervised ML model, and I spent my entire time doing that. I didn't really interact with anyone that much. I also didn't do a lot of. It wasn't like I just didn't have a lot of things to focus on, and I think that might be a role that you would like. Yeah. Farhan, yes, price action is essentially technical analysis. Technical indicators are like RSI and stochastic oscillators that show line graphs, basically. Okay, I see. So it's like price action, technical analysis, but just not using those indicators as much. I see. I see. Um, Alex, I'm reading your comment. Let's say you have TA input, some FA input, some ARB input. The weight of your NN will let you know how it makes the decision. Hmm. Yes, so it would let you know eventually like how what the weights are, but you don't know how you arrive there though, right? Like you can have all these different inputs, but you don't know how it arrived eventually at those specific weights and at the decision. So I'm wondering if that's problematic per se, or are you just saying like as long as you know what are the factors that are going into your neural network, then it's okay? Yeah. Hey from Russia. My favorite destination, the place I want to go the most. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. But wow, I want to go to Russia. You're Shiraj. Yeah, you're right. Beep beep only when he literally can you guys hear him beep? Beep beep go like beep beep beep. He only beeps and like runs around on my lap and stuff when I'm studying. And then when I'm done studying, he just like sits there and sleeps. He's like just lying there right now. Just sleeping. He just wants my attention when I'm focusing my attention on something else. Typical cat behavior. Bobcat DD, you struggling in busy environments, not really interaction. Okay, I see, I see. So in that case, you probably want to focus in just being able to focus on one thing, right? Like be just like focusing on that one thing and not do too much context switching. So I think in that case, getting a data science job that's more like back end data science, it would be more suitable. Or if you're interested in research in companies, where I mean, I guess you can also do research in like institutions and stuff. That could also be something that you'd be interested in. Farhan, quantum computing will most likely make trading obsolete for retail traders. Why is that? ML Saman, do you think M Saman? Do you think data scientists need to be specialized like in NLP or CB? No, I don't think so. I think data science, like you can specialize, but oftentimes when you start specializing, these are the people who have PhDs, like they did literally a PhD on NLP or something like that. So they consider like they're usually not even called data scientists at that point. They're usually called like machine learning researchers or like some sort of specialist research role. Data science as a whole, like especially as an entry level, you really don't need to be specialized. It's much more having that skill set of knowing how to approach problems and how to use data to solve those problems. Um, all right, I'm gonna answer one more question and then I'm gonna go for my bike ride. Lucrenzia, do you think data scientists should know a lot of data engineering or work as a junior DS and medium-sized company have mainly done data engineering in the last year to set up a collection pipeline? Oh yeah, yeah. And see, that's the thing. A lot of companies think they need to hire a data scientist, but they don't. They actually need to hire a data engineer because you can't do data science if your data is not set up properly. So data engineering comes before the data scientist part. So if you go to a smaller company, even like medium-sized company, or an industry that's not super tech heavy, you would find as a data scientist, you will do a lot of data engineering work, and the data science part might just be like building some dashboards or whatever. So yeah, if you're able to do data engineering, it's a very, very important skill set. If you work at a larger tech company though, where just more that have like more support for data engineering like I do, I don't really do that much data engineering work anymore. I'm very like analytics driven just because there's specialized data engineers who do that kind of work. All right, I am gonna go. I am gonna go and go on my bike ride. Thanks everybody for showing for coming and studying with me. It's also super informative chatting with you guys, trying to learn this new field of investing and trading. Hope you guys have a great day and hope to see you tomorrow in the next live stream. Bye.